Now focus is back on the developments that we are tracking from Ahmedabad, where the DNA sampling for the identification of the deceased passengers is currently underway at the civil hospital in Ahmedabad. Visuals are emerging at this point of time from Ahmedabad, as you can see in the visuals as well. The DNA sampling is essential for the passengers to give out the information about the disease to the family members. There are in fact over 200 family members still waiting at the civil hospital to receive the bodies which have been charged completely of their loved ones suffered the loss of life in this tragic air crash. Jatin Rawal is joining me with more updates. The DNA sampling is taking place, and also this took a special mention during the briefing of the meeting that has been chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Jatin, now also focusing on that, stressing that the DNA sampling and the process of the sampling should be fastened up for the families to get the information as soon as possible.
जी देखिए, बिल्कुल आपको बता दूं कि जो डीएनए सैंपल है वो लेने की प्रक्रिया जो है वो अभी फ़िलहाल कल रात को तकरीबन 2:45 बजे तक डीएनए सैंपल जो है वो कलेक्ट किए जा रहे थे। आज सुबह से भी फिर से जो है डीएनए सैंपल लेने की शुरुआत जो है वो कर दी गई है। बीजे मेडिकल कॉलेज के अंदर जो कसौटी भवन है, कसौटी भवन के अंदर ये जो सैंपल है वो लेने की प्रक्रिया जो है वो कल से ही शुरू कर दी गई थी, क्योंकि डीएनए सैंपल लेने की ज़रूरत इसलिए पड़ी क्योंकि जो भी जितने भी जो लाश मिली है उस लाश की शिनाख्त किसी भी तरह से हो सके ऐसी कोई कंडीशन नहीं थी। उसी की वजह से डीएनए सैंपल जो है वो मंगवाए गए थे। डीएनए सैंपल आने के बाद जो है वो डीएनए सैंपल जब भेजे जाएंगे जांच के लिए, फॉरेंसिक जांच के लिए, उसके बाद जो लाश की जो शिनाख्त है वो हो पाएगी। तकरीबन 1000 से भी ज़्यादा अब तक जो है वो डीएनए सैंपल जो है वो लिए गए हैं। पीएम जब यहाँ पर आए थे तो पीएम जो विक्टिम है, जो रमेश कुमार जो विश्वास है, उनसे जो है पीएम ने भी मुलाकात की थी। साथ ही साथ कल जब केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री आए थे अमित भाई, उन्होंने भी उनसे मुलाकात की थी। आज पीएम जब उनके साथ जब गए थे, आके सीधा पीएम जो है वो चौथी मंजिल पर जहां पर C7 जो वार्ड आया हुआ है वहां पर पीएम जो है वो सीधा गए थे। वहां से वहां पर वो तकरीबन 7 से 8 मिनट तक जो है वो पीएम उनके साथ जो है वो खड़े रहे थे। उनके साथ गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल, साथ ही गृह राज्य मंत्री हर्ष संघवी, विधानसभा के अध्यक्ष शंकर चौधरी और जल शक्ति मंत्री, केंद्रीय जल शक्ति मंत्री CR पाटिल जो गुजरात भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रदेश अध्यक्ष भी है, वो भी उनके साथ जो है उपस्थित रहे थे। विक्टिम से पीएम ने जब जो है वो मुलाकात की, क्योंकि विक्टिम जो है वो यहाँ पर बहुत ही मायने रखता है इस दुर्घटना के अंदर, क्योंकि एक अकेला जो यात्री है कि जो इस दर्दनाक हादसे से उबर कर जो है वो बाहर आया, अपनी जान बचा सका है। बाकी 242 लोग जो प्लेन में जो सवार थे उसमें से सिर्फ एक ही व्यक्ति बच पाया है। 241 जो यात्री है उनकी इसमें मौत जो है वो हुई है। 265 लाशें जो है वो बरामद की गई है, लेकिन किसी भी लाश की शिनाख्त जो है वो नहीं हो पा गई, और उसी की वजह से डीएनए सैंपल कलेक्ट जो है वो करवा रहे हैं बीजे मेडिकल कॉलेज के कसौटी भवन के अंदर। जी,
well, absolutely. In fact, Jatin, these are the latest details that we are fetching. Given this point of time, eyewitnesses have also given out a chilling account of what they saw after the crash and in the aftermath. All eyes are now also going to be on who are the teams that are going to probe as the collection of the evidence for the cockpit and the other relevant information of the black box has taken place. Probe has already begun in the Ahmedabad air tragedy. Now, testimony from the local who was near the site of the crash has come forward, and he has said that they carried out the rescue efforts at the spot, while at least 20 to 25 students have been rescued while one died. Let's listen into what he has said.
जब हादसा हुआ जैसे धरती कंप होता है वैसे पूरा धमाका हुआ, सब लोकल पब्लिक इधर दौड़ के आई थी। लोकल पब्लिक आई 5 मिनट के अंदर, वो पुलिस तंत्र भी आ गए, फायर ब्रिगेड भी आ गए, सब पूरे पूरे कल से सब वो काम में लगे हुए हैं, अभी तक आज तक लगे हुए ही है। लाइट लगभग 10 मिनट के अंदर, एक 40 को हम एक 50 को।
All right, Jatin, as you join me live on the telecast once again, there is in fact enough proof with the departmental officials and the people who are going to probe this air tragedy. But at the same time, just in the minutes of the aftermath where the locals surrounded the region, they have also issued a statement. When you have spoken to these locals who have given a first-hand account, what have you picked up after the reports of this crash has come forward? All right, my colleague Jatin Rawal continues to be with us. Asavri Jindal joins me live on the broadcast. Asavri, take our viewers through the first-hand account of the locals who have given the chilling narration of what they saw just minutes after the crash.
Absolutely, Simran. At this point of time, of course, major developments are taking place as we speak. We know that there's, of course, DNA sampling that's happening. But again, multiple things are happening as we speak, including the testimony from the locals who were near the site during the crash. We have to understand the fact that there were 242 people on board that flight. One person has survived. 241 people have unfortunately lost their lives. These are the passengers that I'm referring to. But above and beyond that, the figure that we have with us at this point in time is that there are as many as 265 people who've lost their lives. Of course, we know for a fact that this crash did in fact take place in a residential area. And of course, due to that, there are multiple casualties that have been reported above and beyond the passengers as well. As a result of that, again, of course, there's a thorough investigation that's ongoing as we speak, including taking testimonies of the locals who were there near the site. We, of course, saw a massive crowd as the crash took place, helping people out, and of course taking those eyewitness accounts into consideration to understand what exactly went wrong. Now, for the very first time, we have two visuals that are currently on your screens. They tell you exactly when the flight took off and when the accident happened. So we have that clear proof right in front of us, but we also have the visuals of the crash where the flight and the tail of the flight was completely wedged between two floors. As a result of that, many casualties have been reported above and beyond the passengers itself. The number that we are tracking at this point in time is 265. There are many people who are injured, who are at the civil hospital. The Prime Minister has met them. He's also met the sole survivors. But of course, taking crucial evidence into consideration, including the testimony of the individuals who were there at that point in time when the crash happened, and taking a stock of the situation, trying to assess and understand what exactly went wrong. Of course, crucial evidence being put together at this point in time to lay out all the facts that one can get. Simran, back to you.